Yo, what up? It's your girl Joy, the Hip Hop Power Font, and today we will be discussing the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. Now, the moon will peak at the full moon phase on Saturday, October 28th at 4:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so that is this Saturday. Okay, so you got plenty of time to prepare for this energy. Okay, so just know that. Okay, even though the full moon peaks in the sign of Taurus, it will also spend a period of time in the sign of Aries, okay, as the full moon waxes, okay? So Aries was the peak at the solar eclipse, and Aries was at the peak of the most recent full moon from last month, okay? So the Aryan energy, that go-getter energy, that started up energy, okay, it's there, it's in you, okay? So lunar eclipse, okay? Lunar eclipse is when the moon blocks out the sun, okay? And so this is a time of healing, breaking through, being free, purging, just as a regular full moon is. That energy is just amplified. And so because Taurus, okay, is very stable, secure, maintaining, okay, it is an earth sign, the first earth sign. So we're going from Aries to Taurus. It's like we're starting all over. Taurus is ruled by Venus. Okay, so there is going to be a level of comfortability, a nice beauty aspect to it. I'm not talking physically, I'm talking spiritually. Okay, things might be a bit of a heightened awareness as to what you perceive as beautiful and what gets your creativity going and flowing, what you are inspired by. Okay, and so please note, all right, that Taurus is also very stubborn. Taurus does not like change. Okay, Taurus likes to just keep things the way they are. They are not big on making any changes. But this whole month of October is nothing but change. Okay, and I'm sure it has been driving you crazy. Okay, so let's get started. So I failed to mention that we will be using the Elemental Power Tarot deck on today. I did think about using the Intuitive Goddess Tarot, but didn't really fit the energy. So I said, let's go with this and see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is a very earthy deck. Okay. So let's see what we get. And we get the World. Okay, Saturnian energy, Capricorn. But the World is about completion and ending. Okay, with this energy, there's going to be some level of forgiveness. You may be having to forgive yourself for something that you've done. Maybe there was a grueling struggle or something that you, because of choices that you made, it brought you to a place where you did not want to go, but now you are coming out of it. As you see the card, okay, it is like you are inside of maybe like a tree trunk, or you spiraled out somewhere, but now you are coming through this portal. Don't forget the 1111 portal is coming up, okay? But you have to forgive yourself for being so stubborn, for not being more assertive and being more passive, trying to just be so empathetic to everyone's plight. You kind of sacrificed your own, okay? But it's over. Congratulations. There's success there. Okay, dandelions. They are seen as weeds, but they actually have a very strong spiritual and medicinal purpose. Okay. Dandelions can be found all over the world. Yellow is solar plexus. Okay. Let's see. Solar plexus. Sight, vision. What do you see for your future? I said that in the last reading. Let's see where the world will take us. And we're starting off with the Ace of Cups in reverse. There was a lack of focus on yourself, and so now it's like you're trying to play catch up. You got to do everything you can to take care of yourself, because you ignored your own needs, and so now it's like you're trying to play catch up to fulfill them. So much so that you probably will turn the cup over and spill. Okay, when people say, I don't want to say spilling the tea, but sometimes when we spill, we are spilling our feelings. We are venting to someone. Maybe a family member or a professional. Okay. Or someone like me. A mystic of some sort. You were stuck in your own little world, and now it's time to come out. 3 of Cups in reverse. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. What are we getting ready for? Because really this is 4 of Cups in reverse, if you add them together. But 2 of the Cups are upside. Oh, you got to pick yourself back up. I mean, Car, you would kind of be the same way either way. It's in reverse, but even if the car was the other way, it would still have the same image, okay? But look here. Because the Ace of Cups came out in reverse, we're here. But you have to pick up the cup, okay? It's like someone is turning the cup. We are turning the cup, what is it, clockwise. So we're right on time. We are right on time. Things are happening in divine timing, okay? We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Hierophant is the wise teacher. If the Hierophant, the Moon card, I guess that would be, if those cards come out, then we know the energy is strong. Hierophant represents Taurus, and the Moon obviously will represent the Moon. Okay. Now we're getting some earth. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This has got to be the King of Cups and Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. You can see the vision. Full moons are about blessings and receiving what it is that you asked for during the new moon. This is when you are said to receive those blessings. So not even the new moon solar eclipse that we recently had, but possibly because that was in Libra, I believe, if memory serves me correctly. But the previous new moon from Virgo. That's why the earth is coming out. But let me confirm that this is the King. Tis the Queen. Nurturing your emotions, taking care. This would be the moon. If the moon card doesn't come out, this is her making a soft appearance here. Okay? Sometimes you have to listen to the little voice in your head that is telling you where to go, what to do, and how to do it. Sometimes we have to parent ourselves, even as adults. Okay? That's part of being an adult. Okay? You're not going to like everything that you're doing, but you're going to have to suck it up. That's why this Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay? It is like coming out of a cave and seeing the eclipse. The pentacle would be the moon being blocking out the sun. And you can see the sun's rays, okay, around the moon. Coming out, seeing the blessing. Apologizing to yourself for your behavior and not being grateful for what it is you already have. It's like you try to go elsewhere to find what it is you already asked for. You have it right here in front of you, but you didn't have the vision because you were blinded by the darkness. But now that the full moon, okay, is going to be shining ever so brightly, now you're getting the clarity. And if I pull swords out right now, then it's just confirmation. Okay, that scared me just a bit. Somebody unexpectedly was knocking at my door, and that's why all these cards spill out. It scared me. Ooh. I don't even know where I was, but I mentioned being blinded by the light. The blessing was so overwhelming that you couldn't see it for what it was. Ooh. Okay. This is 2 and 2. So what I'm going to do is... This is a lot. We do have swords on the table. I just want you to know that. I think I'm going to just take these 5 and I'm going to end it just like that. Okay? So we have, what is this? 4 of Pentacles in reverse with the Devil in reverse. So where would these go? I think I'm going to do this. No, I can't do it like that. The placement of the cards matter because that is how you tell the story. And I brought up Capricorn earlier, just so we're clear. I need y'all to know that. I'll do it like this. Okay. And then we have Justice and the Strength card. Everything is in reverse. And then the Nine of Swords. Okay, and this is our spread. Okay. Okay. The Devil, you were just so tired with your trauma that became part of your identity. And so when you had to let that go, it took you out of balance. You were emotional roller coaster. You weren't thinking clearly. You didn't have the strength you needed to overcome until you took time out to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself. And then you realize that the trauma is not who, that experience is not who you are. That doesn't make you who you are. You can't hold on to your adversities. At some point, you're going to have to let it go and say, this is who I am now. Yes, I went through that, but that is not all that I am. And so you had to figure out who you were, who this new person is that you are. You didn't even know yourself. That's why you had to go down this rabbit hole and figure out who you are. It was a whirlwind of emotions and just trying to assimilate the change, integrate the change. You had to build your strength back up through self-nurturing, through self-esteem, rebuilding your confidence, and understanding that events don't happen to you. You are a participant in your life. Life isn't just happening. You are participating. You are engaging. This is your life, taking control of your actions. Okay? And going through those periods of anxiety and depression only to come out on the other end. We're going to have to put some more cards. I didn't know it was going to get this deep this fast. Okay. The beauty that you are seeing is in the journey. You understand why you had to go through what you went through so you could be where you are and learn the lessons, get the realization, the understanding, the knowledge, and the wisdom that comes with that. Age doesn't beget wisdom. That's experience. The more you go through, the more you learn, whether it's good or bad. Okay? But you had to go through that so you could share what it is that you learned and help others. Okay? Be charitable with your time and your energy. As not being codependent. Okay? Not being insecure. Because that's who you were before, but you're not that person anymore. Because all of that was, you thought you had to go through that to be successful, to achieve certain goals, and you realize that you don't. Okay? Being successful doesn't have to include, doesn't mean you have to struggle. Like, you can just okay, things can be smooth sailing. You don't have to be down and out, okay, just to get to where you were going. But because you were so focused on the money aspect, the monetary and material gains, you missed everything that you were supposed to learn during that time. That's why you had to go double back. Okay. The hole got deeper. Okay. Deeper than you thought it was. Okay. And you had to climb out yourself. Because any other time you probably would have been like, oh, can you just help me? Just grab my hand. But you was too far in. You was too deep. It was too in. You was in too deep. Okay. You were in too deep. And it almost changed you. But there was a bing, that one time that changed your trajectory. What do they call it? A canon event. A canon event is when, let's say you're the main character of your life story. You are. So there are different events that happen to you that create your story arc. Okay? It sends you in a certain direction that is on the path, on your dharma. Okay? And it keeps you on the straight and narrow. And so that canon event is what changed you. What was the canon event? It was a dream that you had. It was a dream that you had. And you may not be big on dreams, but this one kind of shook you up a little bit. And sometimes dreams are our spirit or soul's way of taking us through the lessons without the ego. Because when there's no ego involved, you're not going to stop yourself. You're not going to have any emotions tied to it driving your decisions. Okay, when you're asleep, your soul, your spirit is in full control of what is happening. Okay, and so those dreams got you back on the right track. And that may have been one dream. It may have been a series. Some of y'all might have even had reoccurring. Okay, over a small period of time. But whenever that was, when you woke up, it changed you. You probably dwelled on that dream for a bit of time. That was 2, and then that was 1, but I got 2 here. So I want to do the outcome. Let's do the outcome, and then I'm going to end it. Okay? And if you would like a personal reading, don't forget to go to 12thlighthouse.com. You can get a pre-recorded link. We can talk about dreams. I can do your birth chart. Or we can just talk for a few minutes. Okay? Whatever you want to do. Okay? Just give me 2. I only need 2. Y'all know these cards kind of big. That's 1. And that's 2. Major Arcana just love me. Okay, so with this deck, y'all know we got the Hebrew words. I'm going to go over those real quick. Okay? Just for confirmation purposes for you. The world card is truth. Okay? A contract. This is your soul contract. Your soul decided that this is the time that we need to activate, okay, this thought process, this way of being, okay? Truth. Be honest with yourself, okay? You have to be honest with yourself about the experience that way you were living, okay? 5. The world glyph looks like a 5. That's truth and light cleansing. You had to be honest with yourself about holding on to these experiences and try to make them a part of your identity when that is not who you were. You were just being so stubborn because you didn't want to change, because you knew it was going to be hard and difficult. But you did, and I'm glad you went to see a professional. Okay? And then we have the Devil card. Revelation. Psh. You had a revelation. The dreams. Okay? That was your canon event. Okay? You were determined. And you know that vision you probably had of where your life was going? You probably saw both sides in a dream. That's what the dream was about. That was the canon event. You saw, okay, well, if I keep going, what is my life going to look like? You saw all the destruction, the temptation, the coldness, the loneliness. But then you also dreamed, if I change my ways, you saw the truth, you saw the light, you saw the love. Justice. Learning. What did you learn? Oh, you learned you don't want to continue living the way you've been living. You got to find a new way to be in the world. You have to participate more in the beauty of life. That's what makes life worth living. Okay? Then we got the Strength card. Purity, pride. You was letting your pride get in the way, but now you have a newfound sense of pride, a level of ownership of your life. Taurus is associated with probably about 18 months, like into toddler stage somewhere. And so there is a newfound sense of object constancy. And so what that means is, let's take mother, for instance. You can be mad at your mother, but that doesn't mean that you hate her. You still love her. You're just mad in this moment. Okay? And so what you all may have learned, or what we are learning, is that bad times don't last forever. Life is great even when I'm having a bad moment, a bad month, a bad week, a bad day. That doesn't mean your entire life is to be thrown away or shot to hell or is not worth anything. You still have to love yourself even through those bad and dark times. So lastly, we have Temperance in reverse and the Hermit. And Temperance is also about balance. Spiritual balance, mind, body, and spirit. Now that you have decided to take an active interest and actively participate in your life, you understand how the mind controls the body. If you think you're sick, guess what? You're going to physically be sick. If your spirit is not right, then your thoughts are not going to be right, and neither is your body. Your physical health ain't going to be right either. You got to have a healthy mind, body, and spirit. It's a triage involved, starting with the spirit, your heart, who you are in your soul. You have to be happy there first so you can have a happy mental state, so you can have positive or good physical health. Okay? It's all give and take. When one is off, it throws off the entire triage. Okay? Hermit. Learn to take breaks. Learn when you need to withdraw, okay, and come back to society, come back to civilization, okay? Sometimes we just don't want to be around people, okay? There are always going to be bad times in life. But that doesn't mean you turn into a Scrooge. You allow it to make you cold and unresponsive and mean. You don't want to be absent-minded, aloof. Okay? Let's see. What does temperance say? Temperance, healing, optimism. Be positive, even in the dark times. Okay? You have to stay positive because you know the end goal. You know the vision. You already had the vision. You just have to continue to work towards it. Don't let any clouds or darkness or anything elude your mind. I mean, well, that didn't, I meant elude like illusion, but elude, that's not, but y'all know what I mean. Okay? Don't let those thoughts take over. Okay? Because when you in a bad mood, whoosh, everything that you work towards can disappear and you can be right back where you were before. Hermit. What does Hermit say? Universality. Devotion. Universality. I don't even know what that means. Is it universal? That's what I'm thinking. But does it have to do with higher education? Let's check it out. I ain't above looking something up in the dictionary. I love it. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Being universal. Okay. But what does being universal mean? Like a universal charger. Go with anything. Go with the flow. Okay? Go with the flow of life. Go with the ups and downs. Because the more you fight the current, the harder it becomes to swim. Okay? You have to devote yourself to being a better person. Being the person you want to be. You have to align yourself with that vision. Okay? All right, y'all. So, there won't be a reading this weekend because homecoming. If you know, you know. But I'll see y'all again next week. Peace.